Hey everyone, Coach Investor back to another video for today. So today's video will focus on Palantir, the recent news that came out with regards to the company, some new contracts, some new deals, partnerships, and then obviously the big news I want to touch on is this. So Palantir ranked #1 in worldwide artificial intelligence software study in market share and revenue. Now, as you can see here on the graph, it's #1, not in a small category. It beats all the big players. Now it says here that according to IDC, the market for AI platform software grew 36.8% in 2021, equating to a $14.2 billion industry, a clear indicator of how embedded and pervasive AI has become across all business applications. The report also found that early adopters report 35% improvement in innovation and 33% improvement in sustainability by investing in AI over the past 3 years. I'll add some comments from Alex Karp. So the most significant arms race of our time is to construct the next generation of AI that is both effective and responsible. While most companies are content with addressing the idiosyncratic needs and inefficiencies of select customers in a subset of industries, the market we seek to address is essentially unlimited. The development of our software is not intended to merely magnify in a linear and direct fashion the output of human labor. Instead, our software aspires to augment and accentuate the productive power of the human mind, which is something we talked about from the start. It's not here to replace humans, it's here to help them. Now, I know that the stock price might not have reflected some successful partnerships and agreement that Palantir has recently announced. You probably rarely see nowadays Palantir videos on YouTube or people talk about it on Twitter because, well, the stock price isn't close to its all-time highs where everybody were talking about it every single day. But the company keeps on executing. When other companies are laying off their employees, Palantir is actually looking to hire the best talent around. Now, there are some more announcements and partnerships I want to talk about in this video, but before I do so, if you want to support me and this channel, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment to get the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor and make sure to check out all the other links in the pinned comment. And now the other announcement partnership that Palantir has announced is a partnership with Beckett Collectibles. Now, some of you know I have some collectible cards, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, sports cards as well. Probably know if you're in the hobby, let's say, there is PSA, then there is Beckett's as well. So this is the company that they partnered up with. So one will be best out there, probably the leading one with PSA. So how will they work together? So Beckett has already begun integrating legacy systems into Palantir Foundry, allowing customers to more rapidly and easily access decades of data about cards, comics, and other collectibles, as well as in automating the process of grading and authenticating. Trust me, I know the pain of waiting for a card to be graded. Mines are still at PSA 2 years later. Beckett aims to eventually have the most comprehensive data set in the collectible space and the hobby community across comics, cards, VHS, and other assets. Foundry will serve as the backend management platform for all collectibles on Beckett, from physical cards to NFTs. Already, Foundry's data integration capabilities have successfully completed the migration of Beckett's vast historical data to a modern operating system configured to display real-time information. Beckett will also use Palantir software to build internal and end-user apps for card digitization, digital tracking, and value assessment. Pretty cool partnership if you ask me. And again, this just shows that Palantir is building that network. Lots of small-ish, let's say, partnerships and agreements, but in the long term, all of those add up. You build up network effects take time to see some results. If you have patience, you'll probably see them play out in the coming years. Then we have another announcement, something, well, we already knew that they were working together, but this is just an expansion. Well, I say just, I'll just read it right here. Palantir Technologies and Hyundai Heavy Industries Group grow partnership to over $45 million with expansion into shipbuilding. So this expansion, valued at $20 million over 5 years, deepens Palantir's partnership with Hyundai Heavy Industry Group and helps with the digital transformation of South Korea's storied shipbuilders. Now, like I said, this isn't new, so they have been using Foundry since 2019 for process management, parts management, supply chain optimization, and more. These contracts are valued at over $25 million, bringing the total of the contract to over $45 million over 5 years. So another W for Palantir and another L for the haters. We're not done. I want to talk about one last partnership and then look at a couple of financial metrics. So electric jet company Lilium partners with Palantir. Now again, this is something that will obviously take a while to work out because, well, they have to pass regulations, FAA, stuff like that. So Palantir will help Lilium with software associated with their complex vertical takeoff and landing VTOL jet, and Palantir gets the chance to work with a company that believes it is in the infancy of future mobility. They'll also help them with digital twins, tweaking, improving their current product, managing it all. Now, it's very important to note that Palantir is not the only partner. Lilium has partnered with other big names, ABB, Lufthansa, Honeywell, and NetJets, just to name a few. In total, Lilium's website lists 12 corporate partners. So, just so we're clearing that out. And then last thing is obviously Palantir's financials. Right now, we're close to $80. It obviously depends on what Jerome Powell is currently saying when I'm filming this video, but it's down 70% total return the last year. From a PE standpoint, obviously it makes no sense to look at that, but from a PE standpoint, it trades at 62 times forward PE. Now, revenue, as you can see, has been going up most quarters, if not all quarters. You can see here on the graph as well, over the years, big increase in revenue. And yes, I know what some of you might say right now. Yes, big increase in revenue, but this company is 20 years old or something like that. Can't even be profitable. You're right. It's not a new company. It's still not profitable. But as you can see on the graph, it's not like they were generating hundreds and millions or billions of revenue not so long ago. No, the growth aspect, the inflection point has started a couple of years back. I'm still convinced that it will be profitable sooner rather than later. And of course, we have to talk about stock-based compensation because that is an issue in each and every quarter. And until revenue becomes, much bigger, until the company becomes very profitable, this is going to be a talking point each and every quarter. And last thing, when it comes to valuation, obviously it is cheaper today than, a couple of quarters before. In every metric you want to see here, EV sales, EV EBITDA, EBIT, price to earnings, cash flow, gross profit, sales, you name it. But is it so cheap? No, I don't think it's that cheap compared to other companies that we've talked about on this channel that were extremely expensive before and now trade at, a price to sales ratio of 2 or 3 times or something like that. No, Palantir is still at a premium here, but that's not always negative. That means that a lot of people do believe in this company and do think that this company is maybe justified to trade at such a high valuation. Now, that's not to say that in the coming quarters it should still stay at a high valuation after delivering average or sub-average quarters. No. But right now, overall, Palantir is doing what it should be doing. Yes, could it do better? 100%. But it's not like there is growth deceleration from top to bottom. No. One bad quarter here, one slowish quarter there. Let's see what happens the coming quarters and next year, because again, network effect take time to be viewed on the balance sheet and it takes time to see them in each and every quarter. Just have patience, and if you don't have patience, as I said in the previous videos and as Alex Karp has said as well, there are lots of other companies you can invest in. You do not have to invest in Palantir just to be part of the Palantirian or whatever they call themselves community. And obviously, I would like to know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.